back, everyone. Make some noise for Friday Night Fights! All right, now go bananas for our host, Jay Flewelling!
Welcome back. Who, by a round of applause, is new to Curious Comedy Theater? Nice. And round of applause, who's been here before? Yeah. How's the balcony? How are you doing? Nice. How's the ground floor? How are you doing? Nice. Oh my gosh, we have such a great show for you tonight. One, I'm your host. Ugh, you're welcome. Two, we have LIL Candace in the house. And we also have LIL Two. Yeah! Nice. Hey, you both look so like fresh and fashionable. I think it's the scarf mainly. I'll stop commenting. Yeah, we got LIL Candace, we got LIL Doom. We also have an amazing stand-up comedian. She's been making the rounds around Portland. I'm a huge fan of her. Give it up for Nat Jacobs is here. So it's going to be a great show. It's going to be wonderful. Now, round of applause. Who's just never been to a Friday Night Fights before? Okay, great. So for you rookies, you're going to see two improv teams. They each get 17 minutes. Our tech is going to put up 17 minutes on the clock. You'll get to see it count down. And at 0, lights out. That's it, okay? And I do want to give a big round of applause to our tech in the booth. Give it up for Anthony. And a big round of applause for the guy on his phone in the back of the house. Give it up. Without you, that wouldn't have happened. All right. So, and give a big round of applause to the people who just came in. This would not have happened. Okay. So, now, you have a champion group. They've won Friday nights before. If you win, you keep coming back, all that stuff. But we have a challenging group. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to meet them. Give them a warm welcome, LIL Doom! Thank you so much. Love. The champion group, give a big warm round of applause for LIL Candace! Okay, so LIL Candace, you just won your first championship, you're champs, Friday Night Fights champs. What are you feeling like coming into this fight? How are you feeling?
I might get a little weird.
Yes! Nice!
I mean, they freaking stole our name, basically.
Oh, like LIL Candace, LIL Doom. Yeah. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, I mean.
That's great, yeah.
Great.
Sometimes illegal.
Okay, it is copyright infringement.
This battle will not be small.
Ooh!
You
went there. Okay.
Yeah, you call me short.
Okay. Thank you. Now, LIL Doom, how are we feeling about coming into this fight?
I'm nervous. This is like the big leagues here.
Yeah. It's like when you first go to like school, go to a new school, like high school. It's the first day of high school. We're freshmen, and we're freshmen, and that's what's going on.
We're all virgins.
Yeah. We're all virgins.
Okay,
so please be gentle.
Brought my lunch.
Stop. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we need to figure out which team is going to go first, and so we're going to have a 3-on-3 improv game. Okay. So we'll have you three, of course, and then which three from LIL Candace are going to be playing? Nice. Okay. Let's have all sit. Stop.
I'll clapping. First day of school.
Okay. Now you can clap for him. Yeah. So, we got 3 and 3, and we're going to play a game called Category Pow. You will give us a category. You could list many things off in that category. Just go ahead and shout one out. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus. Government shutdown.
Cheeses. Yeah, government shutdown. There's only one. So, cheeses. And so then I would point to them rapid fire, and then they have to give us a new cheese, list something off cheeses. And if they hesitate, if they repeat, or you just don't like them, you can yell "pow" really like aggressively. So 1, 2, 3. Hey! Right, let's just turn up the violence a little bit on that. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. Alright, so let's just start with cheeses. Remember, if they mess up, you yell pow. Here we go. Cheeses.
Gouda.
Goat.
Swiss.
Parmesan.
Provolone. Cheddar.
That was a pow. Okay, but that was our practice.
Yeah.
Yay! That was a practice pow. Alright, so on the count of 3, yell out a new category. 1, 2, 3. Shirts. Shirts. Alright, and then everybody kind of move a little bit closer. Alright, shirts. Here we go.
Cotton.
Chambray.
Stripe.
Hanes.
Preacher collar.
Tommy Bahama. V-neck.
A skirt.
Polyester.
A polo shirt.
Very good.
New category. Cities? Sea creatures. Sea creatures.
Seahorse.
Sea cucumber. Anemone.
Ariel. Whale.
Mermaid.
King Triton.
Coral. Octopus.
Sebastian.
Mermaid.
Dolphin. Ursula. Salmon. The seagull.
Merman.
Big whale.
Poseidon.
Okay, they're good. New category. What is it? Movies that start with the letter H. H. Movies that start with the letter H. Here we go.
Hello, Dolly.
All right. Movies that start with the letter H. Here we go.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
Homeward Bound.
Home Alone.
Hellboy.
Oh, baby.
Get out. Should we let him back here? We'll see about that. From anywhere, what's your category? She said tampons. Okay, all right. Tampons.
What is it?
Tampons.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Tampax.
Tampax Pearl.
Cotton.
Kotex.
Slippery Pearl.
Extra strength.
Absorbent Plus.
Keeping them dry.
The good ones. The better ones.
I want a really good category. Wait, what did you say? What was makeup? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew that.
Makeup.
Cool.
Blush.
Eyeliner.
Eyelash protector.
Alright, new category.
Oh, yeah.
Carnival rides. I will accept like Disney stuff, Six Flags stuff. No Oak Park stuff. You know why. Okay. Carnival rides. This is it. This is for all the marbles.
Mad Hatter.
Transformers.
Teacups.
Little Nemo.
Zipper.
Spider-Man.
Scrambler.
Batman.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
The
ride.
Piggy Man.
Indiana Jones ride.
Fuck.
Get out. Do you want to go first or second? Second. All right. All the improvisers leave the stage and give them a nice hearty hurrah. All right. So let's get 17 minutes on the clock. Wait, Jake, are you jumping on the keys over there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, they've got a piano player as part of their thing. So I'll just stall a little bit. I did cut my finger, last year, and when it healed, I had it was a little disc. I was cutting over some mustard, some Munster cheese, and just a little frisbee went off my finger. I know, and it healed, and I have a different fingerprint than the first 32 years of my life. So I'm gonna commit some one-finger crimes. Watch out, Bubbles. Coming for you with this one. All right, are you ready to go? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Little Dude!
up movie, like a horror movie or a movie that's...
Something that gets the blood pumping.
Yeah, something suspenseful.
What was it?
Big hamster. The big hamster. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the big hamster!
In a small town, a pet shop built over a cemetery. One boy working for the summer finds that the habit trail goes straight to hell. These suckers bite hard, very hard. There's also a mom in this movie, a single mom. She's hot and single. Hot and single and ready to mingle. But it's a small town, so her options are limited. Maybe there's the guy with one hand. Maybe there's the guy with two hands. Maybe there's the high school principal. Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson. He's got a deep, dark secret. And a mysterious past. This movie's real hot. It's rated RH. Rolling Stone magazine says, God damn. New York Times says, holy shit. The Beaverton News said, what? And BuzzFeed said, here's 6 reasons you want to see this movie you'll never believe number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the preview. Now get ready for The Big Hamster.
Be sure not to give them too much. Those hamsters, they get very big and then they can't fit inside the tiny wheels.
I won't let you run. These are lazy hamsters.
Oh. Oh, that one right there, oh, that one's got a fighting spirit.
That's Gregor.
He bit off the end of my cane.
I thought you were going to say he bit the end of your nipple off.
How did you know about my nipple?
Oh, I walked in on you when you were in the shower at the...
At the pet store?
At the pet store. I did...
My secret shame!
Look, Mr. Peters, I'm just working here for the summer, all right? I want to make some money so that I can go snowboarding on the mountains.
Snowboarding on the mountains?
Yeah.
Why don't you go snowboarding in the sea like a normal person?
That's crazy. That's called water skiing. It's different.
How's your mother?
She's single and lonely.
Did you get back from the pet store? Is that you?
Yeah, Mom, I brought you some extra pet food.
Oh my God. Oh.
Hey, Mom. Why do you think you're single? Everyone keeps making fun of me at school about it. And at work. My creepy boss.
Now, I'm single for many reasons. First off, your father he vanished one day, mysteriously 8 years ago, and no one's been able to find him since, so I've mysteriously declared him dead.
That checks out. Look, I'm just
Do you
worried.
want some of this pine stick?
No, I ate one on the way here. Look, I just want you to get out there. I want you to be happy. But
I want to be happy.
do you?
Being a single mother to a boy as unusual as you.
I'm kinda weird.
It's very frustrating to date. It's very frustrating not finding a mate. It's very frustrating to watch this young boy come home every day.
I want you to be happy.
Do you?
Top to the bottom.
I'm just gonna sit here and drink from this suspended bottle.
Hey, no running in the hall!
Oh, sorry.
You got a hall pass, you little shit?
There you go.
All right.
Does it check out?
It does check out.
Sorry, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, look, we got an assembly in a couple hours.
A summer school assembly?
Yeah.
All 12 of us? Do we need folding chairs?
Yep, you're gonna have to round up the kids. Time for an assembly.
Time for assembly? Whatever for?
There's been a murder!
What?
Yeah.
Who was murdered?
Steven.
Have we told his parents? I feel like we should tell his parents first.
No, we gotta warn the school, because it happened on the grounds first. Look, you're my star pupil.
Then why am I in summer school?
Because I dirtied up one of your grades. Because I need you here.
Mr. Johnson, you're corrupt.
That's right, I'm corrupt.
Oh,
I'm gonna be the administration of this whole school town. The whole town, you know what I'm talking about.
you're gonna be the whole small town rural school district head?
That's the one. I even made up a small plaque with that on it. The whole town rural district school head.
It's nice. Did you get that from Things Remembered?
I did. I was at Forever 21 picking up something. Anyway, that's not important.
I'll do it.
Will you? Do what?
Round up the students.
Oh, good.
Assembly. Are you feeling
yes.
okay, Mr. Johnson?
No, I'm feeling fine. I got a new pet recently.
A new pet?
It bit me. Ever since then, I'm a little under the weather.
Oh, you should get that checked out. Maybe by a veterinarian.
Hey, you got a water bottle in there?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Good, go gather the children.
Come, children, there's an assembly! Come, join us!
Okay, all right, I'll come.
Hey, there's an assembly, I'm coming.
Really? That's great.
Oh my God, there's an assembly.
All right. We're all 12 here.
All of us at this assembly.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm here. Oh my God, is that a new... You look good.
Oh,
You look good. Are you
look
doing
good.
Pilates?
Forever 21?
Yeah.
You guys are weird. I'm also here. Yes, children. I've gathered you here at the gymnasium because there's been something horrible that went wrong. A murder. Someone was eaten half alive. I mean, they're dead.
So they're half dead. It's really a binary system. You're either one or the other.
Well, Schrodinger's cat would disagree.
So one could be, theoretically, this student could be both alive and dead at the same time.
Yes, he could. It was a boy. I gave that away.
Ah.
I don't know why I would keep it from you. But that's more information.
We would deduce it based on the small number of students.
Where's the mascot? Quiet, boy.
It's just a head! It's just a bloody head!
That's right.
It's a bloody nutria head!
It was the mascot that was killed.
Ah!
Half killed. And then fully killed.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes, it's horrible, isn't it?
It's horrifying!
Look at all the blood.
What would have ever happened? What would possess someone to do that to a nutria? They're nature's little angels.
Hey, don't worry, Tiffany. It's all right. I'll come for you. I play football. And I can tackle a dude. But when I see a severed head, I think it's so lewd.
Oh my God, it's dead. There's I'm crying right now inside, and I wanna shout, oh my God! It's dead, Daddy. He's dead. He's dead. We might be next. There's 12 of us left. Hey, where did Aston go? I don't know.
No, there he is. He's dead. Cut back to Mama's house.
I heard what happened to your school.
Yeah, it was a weird assembly. Also, 2 people are dead now.
2 people are dead.
2 people.
They said it was something about your principal and a hamster.
Yeah, the body was half
I don't like you working at that pet shop.
Why not?
You're gonna be like those hamsters. That's what they sell there. They sell the hamsters and the snakes and the birds and the tiny fish, the little babies. You know, the ones that you like to watch fight. It's the hamsters, the ones that scare you.
You're suffocating me, Mom.
I'm sorry, I'm not suffocating you. You're all I have.
Put some clothes on, goddammit.
I thought you liked the mama dog.
Look, I think I know who killed him.
Who, son? Who killed? Those students. Who killed them? I'm sorry, it was just so important. I said it in my lower register.
They have the same marks with the cheese and stuff that you eat on the neck of the boy.
And the pine sticks?
Yes. Mom, what's this behind your ear? A finger?
I was saving that for later.
You're a murderer!
I'm not a murderer!
Yes, you just ate 2 boys!
I was so hungry! And then I get so full! And then I get on this wheel and I just start running! And I'm running and it doesn't go anywhere! It's like life in this small town! It doesn't go anywhere!
I have to turn you in.
Oh, you don't have to do that, son. You don't have to turn your mama in.
I will.
You don't have to turn your mama in.
I have to turn Mama in. I've got to turn Mama in. Don't. No. So up the neck wound.
Mom is coming for you, honey.
A giant wheel.
I can't stop. I have to. Oh no! You tripped. You don't have the grips on your hands like I do. You don't have the paws on your hands.
Yes, it's me, the principal.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
You look.
Dashing. Riveting.
Your teeth are the longest teeth I've ever seen. Are you sure you don't want to nibble on a pine stick?
Oh, I want to nibble on more than that.
Carrot sticks?
Yes. I know this is your boy, but we must eat him.
It's what we do as hamsters. That's why you have to separate the mom from the babies, because sometimes they eat them.
Look, when we had that moment at the Forever 21,
Forever 21.
then we went to the pet shop and both got bitten.
It was a Norwegian dwarf hamster. His name was Marcel, and he was lovely. He's the queen hamster. The queen hamster. The one who started all of this mess.
That's right.
He's the queen hamster. The queen hamster. And now we should put him to rest. back in pinions. 'Cause the love we feel is run so fucking deep. And when we have them in our power, we'll put them all to sleep. He's the queen. He's the queen. Hamster. Yeah. But if we murder him, we shall be the queens. We shall both be queens. Let me into this pet store. What about your son? Leave him. You, Marcel the queen hamster. Goodbye.
They did it, ladies and gentlemen. They did it. Yeah, don't forget Jake over here. Don't forget Jake. All right, that was Little Doom.
Thank you.
Get out of here. All right, 17 minutes on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, your second improv group coming to the stage. They're the champs. Will they remain the champs? It's up to you, voting audience. Give it up for LIL Candace!
So, as it's already been said, we're LIL Candace. The thing we like to play with is called Hug It Out. So we just think, you know what, 2018 really fucking shitty. Other crazy shit's going on. So let's just have a little positivity and fun tonight. So anytime you guys feel like we're being negative or you just want to see two people hug it out, then you're gonna shout that and let's do a little practice. So like on the count of 3, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hug it out! Oh my God, you guys are so beautiful. Thank you so much. So let's just find if there's somebody out there who wants to talk about a moment recently where they were just like, man, I need a hug. You guys, anybody want to share something that happened? Anybody?
Anybody had a rough day?
Wait, I do.
Oh,
I don't know who the hell ordered a pizza, but
There were olives on that pizza. I was in high school at my boyfriend's house, now husband's house. Maybe like the second time. And my father-in-law was making pizza for dinner, and he goes, "Courtney, do you want olives on your pizza?" And I said, "Sure, why not? I don't care." And he goes, "Is that because olives are an aphrodisiac?" And I just about died.
And you still married into this family?
I did.
So at my work, we have an event every year. It's called Space Kitten Pizza Party, where everyone at work has to dress like a cat from space. And they really hype it up in training. They're like, okay, like it's so cool. Like, you know, we do it every year, October. We get a bunch of pizza, like sizzle pie. And like, spoiler alert, they get pizza like once a month. And people do dress up like cats there sometimes. So it's not as exciting as you would hope it would be.
Yeah, okay, well, I think we got some good stuff to work with.
Yeah.
We're looking at this.
How's it going there, Jimmy? Right now, I'd say it's pretty good. Okay, well, listen. I just ordered up 16 pizzas, and they're gonna be here any minute.
16, that's fantastic.
Are you trying to judge me? You saying I should have ordered more pizzas? I feel I can tell that you're not happy with the amount of pizzas I ordered.
Hug it out.
I think you've only ordered half of what we need, but that's okay, because we'll just eat them all. Thank you so much. I should be on a diet anyways. 16's a lot of pizzas for just 2 people.
Oh, excuse me, Todd, Marilyn. I wanted to let you know, the accounting department's coming, so we're, it's about 30 more people for the party today, okay? Oh,
30 people? Oh, God, I can't believe they would do this to us. I've got to get the manual out. I've got to look at stuff up. Oh, God. That's a lot of pepperoni. I can't even count to 30. What? Pepperoni and cheese.
I feel like I don't fit in at this work
feel like you guys have this secret little lingo I'm just not clicking in with. I got to the pizza party and there was no pizza. You guys, sometimes I can't even hear what you're saying. It's a different frequency. This is a moment. I'm not understanding.
Just come here. I'm so sorry. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, and now we're gonna be best of friends.
Wait,
Trust me.
pop! Wait, other balloon. We might be better friends.
Hey, so I had a question I want to ask you. So I brought you a can of olives, and I wanted to know if you wanted to go to prom with me. So my dad told me it's an aphrodisiac, and I thought maybe that would be something that you would have liked.
Hell yeah, I'll go to prom with you!
Whoa! That was like a way better response than I thought. I had like 5 other cans of olives in the back. Cool. All right. I should probably get some olives myself.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. Here's the thing. It's not that it's missing. It's that I don't know where it goes. And by it, I mean all the money I found under the pillow. I just found a shit ton of money, Mom. I don't know if you guys were saving it for me or something. I don't know what it's for. We found your mother's stash of money behind the pillow. Yeah. We didn't want you to... I found it. You're ready. I don't know where it was gonna go. She's like an adult now. We don't trust the bank system. Yeah, no, we can't put money in there. Yeah. Where does it go? You know, it just... I'll find a place for it, okay? Are you just gonna... I feel like you're taking an awful lot now. I was like really panicked. I didn't know what to do with it, so I thought, I'll take it. I'll find something to spend it on. Like, I know, like, you know what? Problem solved. I'll buy a lot of stuff. No. Like, you don't know what to do with it.
Welcome to the pet store. We only sell hamsters here.
Yes! We'll take 1,700.
1,700.
Yeah, I don't know where I'll put them or where they'll go, but I'll take them.
Great. They breeded yesterday, so we're ready to go.
I'm lucky day. Okay. You just literally don't know the kind of luck I've been having lately, ma'am. It's like all these weird things keep happening, but they're good things. Like I found some stuff. It doesn't matter. It's not your business.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you seem trustworthy, I'll tell you.
That's fine. You're behind the counter anyway.
Yeah, I feel like family here. I feel like this is my new family. Get in here.
That's 1,699 more, but let's keep talking about this.
Put
I
it
want to
in.
know more.
Listen, I found a ton of money under my parents' pillow. I don't,
It's in your arms, isn't it?
no, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just take this.
Cool. I was like, what do I invest in? Like, what's popping right now? Hamsters. That's why I'm getting them.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Where's the rest of them?
Oh, they're back here, but if you don't have a place to keep them, I'm just gonna let them run loose and you gotta follow them.
I'll lay down.
This is Mission Control. We have successfully launched the first cat into orbit around the moon. Congratulations, this is just a huge win. It was actually 2 cats. This is unbelievable. It's completely unheard of in the history of Canada.
Well, sorry, I was cutting out. I was watching some YouTube.
Are you getting all this footage?
Yeah, hold on. Yes, that is amazing. I see we talked about not sending a calico into space. We didn't know if space was ready for Ginger. Cat, we talked about this.
We did talk about this.
Hug it out.
The problem is, we just made history, and I'm just so happy I could share this moment with you.
You're right. We talked about the types of cats we were going to send to space. We did that whole focus group.
I just really regret we didn't bring any balls of yarn with them. They're going to get very bored really quickly.
I mean, that's their job. And honestly, like, I did send them with the care package. If
if they open the presents in their pod, they're going to find it. It includes a ball of yarn, a slinky, and some catnip for a bad day.
Catnip for a bad day? Do you think there's any bad days in space?
It's scary out there. They might, I don't know.
Just another bad day.
Honey, it's never a bad day with me.
I think some could argue that. I feel like you've been shimmening for years.
13 to be exact, 14 in a couple weeks.
Oh, but who's counting?
Me!
Yeah.
Honey, I feel like the olives aren't doing it for you anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Come on, just a little more. Maybe the green ones this time.
I feel like, you know, like I want to be more than just like olives, you know? Like I want to...
You want to be like chocolate?
Can we like move past the food?
Like pills or what?
Jesus, Gina! I want to like...
Come on, Scott!
Let's go to like an amusement park or something. Like, there's fucking food there if you want it.
Oh, well, okay. We can go on the Tunnel of Love. Hello.
Pizza guy.
Yes, thank you so much.
Do I have to keep up the ruse like I'm just the pizza guy?
Yes, you do have to keep it. Come on. Try it again. Hello.
Pizza guy.
Oh, thank you so much. Hi.
You got some pipes that need cleaning out, girl.
Oh my God, no, that's gross. Oh my God.
There should be.
Hi.
Hey, I found a shit ton of olives. Cans,
Oh
I just
my
followed
God.
like a trail. I didn't know what to do with them.
Put them in my house right now. Put them in my house right now.
I lick before I get the bowling ball.
Oh, hell, I've been doing that for years, Ted. I mean, that's how I get a lucky strike every time.
You'd think they'd slip off, but...
Nope, 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 firm grip.
Crash.
Hey!
Bowling pins everywhere.
Another thing you should know about me and bowling. I'm an overhand shot put sort of fella.
Overhand shot.
Shot put, like the other sport.
That's pretty damn impressive.
Wait, I haven't gone yet. The little X up there is not for you.
That's a
Bowling
guaranteed
pins
turkey.
Also everywhere.
Let's cut the bowling talk.
Hug it out.
You got something on your mind?
You didn't come to my birthday party.
Oh, Ted, I'm so sorry.
I don't want a hug, I want you at my birthday. It was at the bowling alley.
I know, it was 40 years ago.
Did you see that birthday party from yesterday? Yeah, pretty sad shit.
I'm still depressed.
It's like you weren't even there and you're just still sad.
I wasn't there. Hug it out.
I feel like there's there's something else going on.
I'm so lonely.
I can tell.
But you, Geraldine.
Date you? No, that's not what you're gonna say. What are you gonna say?
Will you date me?
Oh, dude, okay, so like, yeah, we're on the same page here. Sure, yeah. I just went through a breakup. She was like really obsessed with olives. I'm not into it. That's like the only deal breaker. Man thought, okay. Sorry.
That's right.
Fridays, and she's like the chef back there.
Thank God it's Friday. Thank God. God, it's Friday. Order up. Ding ding. I love mozzarella sticks. Can you shoot? I'm gonna slide you the plate black, and you'll shoot them back again. I'll just be like,
Ooh, yeah. I want you to shoot it back, Catherine. And you shoot it back. Oh, I'm sorry, my shift's not over yet for us to talk like that.
Linda.
Want extra marinara sauce on
I was gonna ask for olives.
Sorry, we have a delivery in the back. I just gotta answer this door.
Pizza delivery guy.
He's been trying to get me for years.
During our special mozzarella stick time, Linda.
It's like he hasn't even read the menu at a damn TGI Friday. Can you believe that shit?
Oh, don't serve pizza! Mozzarella sticks and olives and dirty martinis. Dirty martinis.
This bar wasn't between us, I'll tell you what.
Tell me something, Linda.
I'm gonna jump right over this damn bar. I don't need this job anymore.
I just need you. I don't have a job, but if I did, I wouldn't need it.
Your friend, the weird one licking the bowling balls, he died and you missed his funeral, man.
What? No. Damn it.
You know how he died?
I don't.
He drowned on his own tears after you didn't go to his other birthday party.
Oh my God.
Could it get worse than that?
It can't get worse than that, man.
Yeah, I'm his dad, too. Worse.
Now you're probably gonna tell me he's got... Oh.
You didn't know. It's okay.
I had no idea.
You weren't even that close with him.
No, I didn't even have his phone number.
You know what? We're gonna just bowl one out for him, okay?
Yeah. Just make sure you lick the fingers.
Just lick those fingers.
Just like Ted used to do. Shot put style.
Shot put style up for him. Let's get this done.
You gotta go first. I gotta contain myself.
This one's for you, buddy.
For Teddy.
Just shot put into heaven like a damn gemstone.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to be home. Not like that.
Olive fingers.
Yeah, that was really fucked up. I wanted that. That was really fucked up.
Well,
no.
Guys, this is an Olive Garden. You still can't do that here.
Ladies and gentlemen, LIL Candace. All right, you have a democratic duty to perform right now. You need to vote for one of these two teams, LIL Candace or LIL Doom. If there's not a Candace or a Doom on there, we won't count it. So then there should be little pieces of paper on your table and pens, maybe Curious Comedy Theater pens. You can take those home. You're welcome. Yeah. We're a nonprofit, so we give things away. Yeah. And Kendall over here, our main volunteer, give him a round of applause. He is going to be picking up those votes. We're going to be tabulating them and corrugating all the numbers and make sure that it's accurate. How you doing up there, balcony? Good, yeah. Okay, good. All right, so now while we are tabulating the votes, and everybody's kind of finishing up, we do have some stand-up comedy for you. And I know, I'm very excited. This is a friend of mine. I'm a fan of hers. She is ripping and roaring, ladies and gentlemen. Now, give her a nice warm welcome, Nat Jacobs!
Hello! How's it going? I'm like the
extra side that you didn't order after a big meal. You're like, it's free, I'll take it. But you're like, that's not why I'm here, right? So I'm your surprise stand-up. So I have two main goals in winter. Goal number 1 is to stay awake past 9:30. The sun goes down at 4:30. It's like my body has no idea what time it is. And the second is just to like keep my body temperature consistently in the upper 90s. That is, and I've lived in Oregon since 91. So like that's a lot of practice. Just by like round of applause, how many people here have lived in Oregon more than 10 years? More than 15? Yes, yes. So I am in love right now. Don't clap yet. It's a pretty innovative relationship. It's pretty special. It's pretty exciting. I didn't expect it to happen, which is they always say like that's how love works. Like you just don't expect it. And I didn't expect to fall in love with my hot water bottle. It's probably the best relationship that I've been in, but there's pros and cons like any relationship. Pros, obviously she keeps my body temperature up. As we have covered, that is my first and primary goal in winter, stay warm. She keeps me warm all night long, it's beautiful. It's also really hot when she squirts. Downside, she gets really cold in the morning and she doesn't want to process about it. I should also add that I've given her a name. I'm not even embarrassed. I'm super proud. I've named her Fiona Flannel, and that is because she was gifted to me by my grandmother wearing one of those like fleece like sleeping bags for hot water bottles. They're amazing, but I'm just like, I feel like if you name something, it's better, right? So like if people call and they're like, hey, do you want to come out and hang out? And I'm like, no, Fiona and I just have a night of Netflix and chill. Like we're good. And people are like, well, I'm not really sure if she's dating someone. And so anyway, it's been great. I can't wait for winter to be over, can you tell? I moved to Southwest Portland after living in Northeast for like 12 or 13 years. I don't know if you've been to Southwest Portland. It's like the Florida of Portland. Like at any given moment, I am the youngest person in my Fred Meyer. There aren't a lot of queer people in Southwest, and so I stick out like a little bit more. And I'm only guessing, but I was in a bakery the other day and a little kid was like, hey Alex, is that your soccer coach? And I was like, I'm not his soccer, I've never met him. He was like, weird, just looks like coach. So it's kind of weird. Like I think in Southwest Portland, I'm probably like a queer 8, queer 9, but in Northeast, I'm like maybe a queer 4, you know? Anyway, so it's a whole different world out there, but I moved out there because I got this crazy job down in Salem, and you know, Portland traffic is nuts. So what comes with queer social isolation is actually a garden. So I have this apartment building and it comes with a garden. So I was so thrilled. I was like, great, none of my friends want to come over and visit, so I'll just garden. Just garden all summer. I went over to a friend's house who lives by Peninsula Park, and she was like, how's it going over there? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, we gotta get you out of there. And she said it like she was like the head of witness protection or something, like, we have a helicopter, we can get you out. And I was like, no, it was like totally consensual. She was like, all right, well, just let me know when you're ready to move back. I was like, it's 15 minutes on I-5. Anyway, so during the summer, I was gardening every weekend, and I like to garden in a very practical outfit, just like a baseball cap, Tegan and Sarah t-shirt, cutoffs, unicorn knee socks, and Keens, because when you're 38, when you turn 38, just like an old dyke shows up out of nowhere and just gives you these Keens. She's like, enjoy the white footbed. And you're like, I will, thank you. So I was out in the garden and I was like, I was like listening to music and I was, toiling away. I don't know if you toil. Do you toil in the soil? Anyway, so I see like in the distance, there's this like gorgeous woman in a yellow dress. She's like everything that summer is, she's like hosing grapes in slow motion, right?
And I was like toiling, getting my kale ready for winter and everything. And then the next thing I know, she's like walked up next to me, and now she's watering the tomato plants, like right next to where my little plot is. And she goes, "Let me know if I get you wet." Okay. Hi, neighbor. So what I noticed when she said that is that she had an Australian accent, which is fantastic. It just sort of like ups the sexiness factor, right? And then I realized I want every porn that I ever watch to start this exact way. So then we start like bantering and like small talk, and the conversation, I feel like it's going really well. Like we're really hitting it off. And then all of a sudden I hear myself, and I have started using an Australian accent. Like it's not even subtle, like it's full on. I was like, "You've got a dishwasher in your apartment. I don't have a dishwasher in mine." And so I panicked. And I was like, "You got me wet, I have to go inside, bye." And that is why I am in a relationship with a hot water bottle, not a human. When I'm not gardening, I do other white people things, like go to yoga. And I have been going to yoga probably like off and on for 15 years. And I started to do a little research because there's so many places to do yoga in Portland, so many. And so I was doing a little research as a white person so that I'm not like taking things that aren't mine, right? Like what's what white people do, we just take and we take. So I was like, okay. So there was like a version of yoga that was brought to the United States in the 50s, right? And it's not, and it's, so anyway, so I'm like, going into yoga classes looking for something that kind of resonates. And usually when you walk into class, there's like a sea of women in Lululemon, right? And they're all like in some like weird competition with each other, like who can do a lunge the deepest, like before classes even started. And you're like, what are we doing? And then just as you're about ready to like pack your mat up because it's so ridiculous, the teacher walks out. She's usually clutching a mason jar full of chamomile tea. Hi, class. How's everyone doing? Any requests? Oh, Karen, shoulders? Yeah, we can do that. Oh, Susie? Oh, your heart hurts? We'll do some chest openers. Great. This is what happens. This is real. Anyway, so I found a new class, and it's like full of gay men. It's called Queer Yoga Church, and it has changed my life. It's changed my life. We don't fuck around, we don't namaste, we don't do fucked up things, we just do yoga, and we sweat, and we hug, and we love each other, it's great. But there's a downside. There's a downside. The downside is that dudes sweat, smell bad. And there was one class, I don't know the name for it, but basically you're like nose to ass, you know, all the way in class. You know when you like switch sides on your mat and you're doing this kind of thing, right? So there's a really nice guy next to me with like, he looked like Prefontaine. You know, he used to wear those like running shorts, yellow and green. So I was like, that was happening, and I realized as I was nose deep in this guy's ass that I could see his balls. I'm not experienced with balls. I didn't expect that to happen, and I realized like Iyengar didn't bring yoga to the West so that this dude's balls could decorate my face. That just like felt really clear. And I was like, dude, that's not cool. Like, you don't know what's going on. So then I just sort of like briefly imagined this conversation between this guy's brain and his balls. And this is what it sounded like.
Radio, balls to brain. Do you copy? I copy. We're panicking. We're in a full panic down here. Do you have any recommendations? Balls can't hug, but thank you. Brain, copy that. We hear that you're in a crisis, then just drop a nut.
That's my time. Thanks, guys.
She's the winner. Keep it going for Nat Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I love her. Find her. She's doing a queer open mic at Crush Bar in March sometime. I don't care. All right, so we're going to find out who the winner of tonight's show is. Can I get a... You loved that joke, bigot. I'm just kidding. All right, get a drum roll, please. And the winner is... Lil Dude! Little Doom. They will be back to defend their new title on the next Friday Night Fights, which is every first and third Friday here. Yep, at the beautiful Curious Comedy Theater. I'm your host, Jay Flewelling. They're Little Doom, your champions. Have a great night. Drive safe. Bye!